Hello, welcome back to Shakespeare for Little Dreamers.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Shakespeare for Little Dreamers.
My name is Gigi, and this is my co-host,
Helena.
We are back with another episode of A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Raise your hands if you liked episode 5.
Yeah, episode 5 was great. And now we are on to episode 6.
And then 7 tomorrow.
And 7 is our final episode. So we are getting close to the end of our adventure.
Yeah.
We are here to tell you calm bedtime stories based on the plays of William Shakespeare.
Hi.
Last time, things got very mixed up in the magical forest. Both Lysander and Demetrius were enchanted and thought Helena was wonderful. Helena thought they were being mean to her, and Hermia was all alone and confused. Also, Queen Titania woke up enchanted and thought Bottom with his donkey head was the most amazing creature ever.
It's so funny.
Everything was bewildering and confused. But tonight, King Oberon is going to fix all the mixed up magic and help everyone understand what really happened.
Actually, he thinks he does.
So, before we get started, we have to do our
Word of the day.
Today's word of the day is
Appreciative.
appreciative. Excellent job, Hudson. You said that right the first time. Good job.
Thanks.
Appreciative means feeling thankful for something or someone. When you're appreciative, you recognize how special and valuable something is.
Yes, indeed.
Like when you're appreciative of your friends.
Yes, indeed.
You feel grateful to have them in your life.
Yes, indeed.
In our story tonight, everyone is going to learn to be more appreciative.
Yes.
When you hear the word appreciative, be sure to quietly tap your nose, boop, or wiggle your fingers to acknowledge that you've heard the word of the day. Are you ready, Hudson?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay, everyone, snuggle in close. Let's find out how Oberon fixes everything. Chapter 6.
Making things right.
King Oberon sat high in the trees watching all the confusion below. He saw Helena running through the forest, crying because she thought the boys were being cruel. He saw both Lysander and Demetrius following her, both enchanted, and both confused about why she was upset. He saw Hermia wandering alone, calling for Lysander, and not far away he saw Queen Titania fussing over Bottom with his donkey head, telling her fairy servants to bring him honey and soft pillows. Oberon shook his head. The magic flower was supposed to help everyone, but instead it had created chaos. It was time to make things right. Oberon called for Puck. The little fairy appeared in a flash of silvery light, looking worried. Puck knew he had made some mistakes and wanted to help fix them. Oberon wasn't angry with Puck. He knew Puck had been trying to help, but now they needed to work together very carefully to undo all the mixed up magic. First, Oberon told Puck to find a special herb that could break the enchantment of the love flower. It grew in a hidden part of the forest and had tiny white petals that glowed in the dark. When its juice touched someone's eyes, it would undo the magic and help them see clearly again. Puck nodded and zoomed away to find the herb. He flew through the forest faster than he had ever flown before, searching everywhere. Finally, in a quiet grove, he found the plant glowing softly in the darkness. Puck carefully picked it up and brought it back to Oberon. While Puck was gone, Oberon had been thinking about how to fix everything. He realized that he made a mistake too. He had used the magic flower on Titania, not because it was kind, but because he wanted to win their disagreement about the baby unicorn. That wasn't what a good friend should do. Oberon decided that he would undo the magic on Titania first and apologize to her. Oberon flew down to Titania's home, where she was still enchanted, still thinking Bottom was wonderful. Titania was having her fairy servants fan Bottom with flower petals and sing him gentle songs. Oberon felt sorry seeing his old friend like this, so confused by magic she didn't even realize he was there. Once she fell asleep, he gently squeezed a drop of the special herb juice onto Titania's eyes. Titania blinked and opened her eyes. For a moment, she looked around, confused. Then she saw Bottom sitting there with his donkey head, and she gasped. "What happened?" Titania asked. "Why am I here? And why is that person wearing such a strange head?" Oberon explained everything. He told Titania about the magic flower, about how he had wanted her to see things his way about the baby unicorn, and about how the magic had made her think Bottom was wonderful, even though he looked so strange. Titania listened carefully. Then she looked at Oberon and said, "We've been friends for hundreds of years. We've always worked through our disagreements by talking, not by using magic tricks. Why didn't you just talk to me about the unicorn?" Oberon felt bad. She was right. He told Titania he was sorry. He had been so focused on being right that he forgot what was really important, their friendship. Titania smiled gently. "I forgive you," she said. "And you know what? Maybe we can both take care of the baby unicorn together. We don't have to choose just one of us." Oberon felt appreciative of Titania's kindness.
Boop.
Boop. Appreciative.
What, it was appreciative?
Yes, appreciative. And wisdom. She was right. They could share the responsibility. They didn't have to disagree at all. Titania waved her hand and the magic on Bottom disappeared. His donkey head vanished and he was back to normal. Bottom blinked and looked around, very confused about where he was and why he was surrounded by fairies. Poor Bottom. But the fairies gently led him back toward the edge of the forest where he would find his way home and think it had all been a strange dream.
Yes.
Now Oberon and Puck turned their attention to the 4 confused children. Oberon knew exactly what needed to happen. Lysander had been enchanted by mistake. He needed the magic removed so he would remember that Hermia was his best friend. But Demetrius, who had also been enchanted, could stay that way. The magic had helped Demetrius realize something important, that his longtime friend Helena was special and wonderful, and he had been taking her for granted. Oberon told Puck the plan. They would wait until all 4 children were sleeping, then carefully use the special herb to fix everything. Puck flew through the forest and found the 4 children. By now, they were all so tired from wondering and feeling confused that they had each found a place to rest. Using his gentle magic, Puck made sure they all fell into a deep, peaceful sleep. Hermia curled up under a tree, and not far away, Lysander laid down on some soft moss. Helena found a quiet spot near some flowers, and Demetrius settled against a large rock. Puck flew to each one and carefully arranged them so that when they woke up, they would be near the right people. Then Oberon flew down with the special herb. He gently squeezed a drop of its juice onto Lysander's eyes. The magic from the love flower melted away, and Lysander would wake up seeing things clearly again. He would remember that Hermia was his dear best friend. Oberon stepped back and looked at the four sleeping children. Tomorrow, when they woke up, everything would be different. The confusion would be gone, and maybe, just maybe, they would all learn something important about friendship. As the night grew darker and quieter, Oberon and Titania stood together in the forest. They looked at the sleeping children and felt hopeful. Puck flew around them in circles, relieved that the mistakes were being fixed. He had learned something important too, that even when you're trying to help, magic should be used carefully and thoughtfully. Oberon put his hand on Puck's shoulder. We all make mistakes sometimes. What matters is that we fix them and learn from them. Puck smiled, feeling appreciative of Oberon's understanding. Titania looked at Oberon. And I'm appreciative that you apologized, she said. That took wisdom and kindness. The three fairies looked around at their forest. The four children slept peacefully. The magic was being undone. And tomorrow when the sun rose, everyone would wake up with clear minds and open hearts. The confusion was over. The chaos was ending, and soon, very soon, everything would be right again. Oberon whispered a gentle blessing over the sleeping children. When you wake, may you be appreciative of your friends. May you understand that you can have many friendships and they are all special. May you be kind to each other and remember that everyone deserves to feel valued and seen. The forest grew quiet and peaceful. The moon shone softly through the trees, and the four children slept on, not knowing that when morning came, their whole adventure would seem like a distant dream. And that is the end of Chapter 6 of A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Now it is time for our closing meditation and affirmations.
Let's take some deep breaths together. Breathe in slowly through your nose and out through your mouth. In and out. One more time. In and out. Now close your eyes and think about the people in your life who care about you.
I'm thinking about my mommy giving me a hug.
Your family, your friends, and the people who help you every day.
Thus, the people who you know.
Being appreciative means noticing how special these people are and feeling thankful for them. You don't have to always say it aloud, but feeling it in your heart is sometimes enough. In our story, everyone learned to be more appreciative. Oberon appreciated Titania's forgiveness. Titania appreciated Oberon's apology. And Puck appreciated the chance to fix his mistakes. Think of one person you appreciate. Maybe it's someone who played with you today, or someone, like Hudson said, who gave him a hug like his mommy. Hold that feeling of being thankful in your heart as you drift off to sleep. Now let's say some affirmations together. I will say them first, and little dreamers, you can repeat them with Hudson.
And me.
I am appreciative of my friends.
I am appreciative of my friends.
I am grateful for the people who care about me.
I am grateful to the people who care about me.
I can have many different friendships.
I can have many different friendships.
I am thankful for today.
I am thankful for today.
I am peaceful and calm.
I am peaceful and calm.
I am ready for sleep.
I am ready for sleep.
The magic is undone. The confusion is over. The 4 children are sleeping peacefully in the forest, and when they wake up tomorrow morning, everything will be clear and right again. Next time on Shakespeare for Little Dreamers, we'll find out what happens when everyone wakes up.
On episode 7, which is next time.
Will they remember the magical night?
Will they remember that everything was actually real confusion?
Will they find their way home? Will they all become friends?
Most importantly, that.
Join us for the final chapter of A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Night, night, little dreamers, and sleep well.